Welcome to another episode of I Can't Make This Up. I'm your host, AJ Dunk, all caps. You can find me at ajdunk.com. And from there, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all this social media stuff, whatever you're looking for. Only one that's not on there is Snapchat because the name is Wet Laugh. It had to be a little different and they don't have a plug there. I don't know. Can't send you to the site. So, and if you can't find me from any regular thing, it's just AJ Dunk. If it's not AJ Dunk, it's AJ Dunk, all caps. So, I have a special guest here because they took the time out of their day to come on I Can't Make This Up and speak with me. Also, they're a special guest because they're a returning guest. So, Pat.
What's going on?
Is it alright if I call you P-Wad?
Yeah, you call me Patrick, P-Wad, fuckface, jerk off, I don't care. Call worse.
Well, I'm saying it out of a good way because you're Patrick Wadley, so P-Wad, so it kind of fits. So I think it's cool.
I'll take it.
All right, so just to catch people up, a couple episodes ago, we had Annie on telling a fire. She was claiming to be a fire victim, and I put up a post, and Annie responded, and she said that she was a fire victim and she wanted to tell a story. Patrick also responded to the post saying that he had a fire story also. So Annie did not, her answer was not on the board. She was not really a fire victim. So now we're going to get the story from P-Wad about him being a fire victim and see if he passed the test.
Alright, let's see how I do.
Alright. I know it'll be good because just to catch people up, P-Wad is returning from the episode from when he was when he was an Amber Alert, a day from being on the news to look for badly. So I know you'll come through with this story. All right.
I was also living in Missouri at the time, like the last story, and I had my own apartment and everything. And my dad said, "Hey, come over to the house. I'll be at the house later. I just need your help with something." I said, "All right." So I go to the house and I get there a little early. And my dad has a farm. He has cows, chickens, pigs, donkeys, you name it. He has it. He has a turkey, goats. It's insane what he has. So I go to walk into the house and I smell like something burning. So I go in the house. I check the whole house. I don't see nothing. And I look out the back, and the whole barn is on fire. Like the whole backyard where he has the cow and everything. Oh, it's not like a typical big red barn. It's something me and my dad built out of pallets and bare wood. So wow. The whole thing is on fire. So I run outside and I look around to see what I can do to put out this fire, and there's nothing. There's literally nothing around me except for the garden hose, which is 200 feet away, and it's only a 50-foot garden hose. Oh, wow. So I go and I grab it and I try spraying it, and it's not reaching. So I go around the other side of the house and I grab 10 more hoses that my dad just had laying around. And I hook them all up and I run into the gate where he has all the animals. They're all in one giant pin together. And I go in there, and as soon as I go in there, I get rammed in the hip by the male goat. Just straight in the thigh. So I get hit, I get knocked down to the ground. I'm covered in mud now with a hose that's just spraying me in the face. I get back up and I go to put out the fire again. The goat's chasing me the entire time, and I finally get the goat to stop, and all of a sudden my dad's fucking giant turkey comes up and starts pecking me in the ass. So I'm trying to put out this giant fire, which is burning down the cow's house, and I'm being attacked by 2 different species of farm animals. It had to be the most stressful 30 minutes of my life. And I'm trying to do all this with a garden hose that can't push water out to save its fucking life because it's leaking out of every single hose. My dad finally gets home, and he runs up to the front, to the back where all the barn animals are and everything. He's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Oh no, we need to get your fucking goat off of me," which are words that I've never thought I'd yell in my entire life. So I'm trying to put out this fire, can't put it out. My dad comes running, and he has a bucket of water. And I look at him like he's fucking retarded. And he's like, why? Why won't this work? Why won't this work? I'm like, because you have to run back for another fucking bucket of water. This isn't 1950. This is when we got hoses and shit. So he finally runs inside, and he finds the oldest fucking fire extinguisher that we have. I swear this thing was still made of brass. And he goes, and surprisingly, this thing still fucking works. He puts out the whole entire fire. And as he's putting out the fire, well, all this is happening. I'm still being attacked by a turkey and a fucking goat all at the same time. They, like, teamed up on me. I think there was, like, a setup. It felt like I was getting jumped. So everything gets put out, fire's out. It's me and my dad. We get the goat away from me. We get the turkey away from me. And we're walking back into the house. And as soon as I open up the gate to go outside, the goat takes one more shot at me. Like, this thing had to run at least from 100 feet. And it hits me right in the ass. Just right in, like, the upper ass. So my whole body goes flying. And I land face first in the mud. And the goat goes running off. So not only did I get attacked by a turkey, a goat, and had to put out a fire, I now have to go chase this goat down the suburbs of a Missouri little town and grab the goat and drag it all the way back while it's trying to bite the fuck out of me. About 2 weeks go by, I go back to my dad's house, and he said, hey, can you help do me a favor and feed the chicken? Sure. So I walk back into the pen, and the goat's just staring at me in the eyes, like it's watching me, waiting to hit me again. And it charges to grab me, and I fucking grab it, and I sit on top of it, and I just stay there. And I did that for like 2 days. I just kept on doing that every time I saw the thing. And then after 2 days, I got this goat to start smoking Newport cigarettes with. Yeah. Like, I would light up a cigarette, I'd light it up a cigarette, and it would hold it in its mouth. My dad comes back, and he immediately smacks the cigarette out of my mouth and the goat's mouth, and said, this is how that whole fire started in the first place. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? He said, I smoke cigarettes with the goat too.
Yo, you're lying. You're fucking lying.
I shit you not.
So wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. So I had so many questions leading up, but I'll just ask off the ending. So, did the goat learn how to light the cigarette?
No. We had to light it for it, but it would hold it in its mouth, and you would see the smoke come out of its nose.
So when the fire started, was he joking when he was saying that's how the fire started, or he was serious? Like, he lit the cigarette for the goat and then he left, and then the goat like put it in the barn.
No, he was joking on that part. What happened was it was a heat lamp for the cow because the cow just had a baby.
Okay.
So there was a heat lamp in there, and I guess the cow knocked the heat lamp down and it set the hay on fire or straw.
But your dad was smoking cigarettes with the goat before?
Yeah.
Why you say it like it's something that's normal?
I have a weird family.
Smoke?
I don't know what else to say.
It
became normal.
Yo, smoke cigarettes with the goat. Yo, Peter's definitely coming after your ass, yo.
I think we ate that goat.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get back to my questions, but the last episodes I've had, they were telling a story how the dog, like, they couldn't find a leash, so they used a cable wire and attached it to the leash, and the dog almost died, but the dog survived. Thank you, Pierre. Then there was a story, the last episode, somebody was telling a story, and they were skipping rocks and hit a goose in their neck, and it cracked their neck, and they died. Now you're telling me a story how you smoking with a goat. Like, well, everybody's telling me all these stories about pets that are not, like, treating them like people, or I don't even know what. It's just... All right, so the barn where the fire took place, that was just for the cows?
Yeah, it was like just a small thing for the cows. Like, each animal had their own little shed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long was the fire going for? Would you say? About
it was huge by the time I got there, so it had to be going on for a couple minutes already. But it's made out of plywood and there's straw everywhere, so I'm sure it caught pretty quick. So, but it wasn't too bad because the structure was still standing until I tried putting out with water, and then by the time my dad got to the fire extinguisher, it was just burnt to the ground.
Oh,
luckily the cow and the baby got out.
Oh, so it was completely done by the time. So he was basically putting out just the fire, not to save the barn when it was done.
Yeah, it wasn't that big. It was probably a 10 by 10 with probably a 6-foot ceiling.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking of every fairy tale movie story book size.
No.
I'm thinking
it
movies.
Wasn't a huge red barn with a hayloft. No, it wasn't that fancy like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking a double-decker, and then a jacuzzi and. So that's
funny. I moved to to New Jersey to become a carpenter, and my dad is a master mechanic on cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we built all of those sheds out of mechanic tools. And then I moved here to Jersey, and my uncle got me in the union, and he had to put a bumper on his car, and we're using carpenter tools. So I could build you a shed out of car tools, and I could fix your car with carpenter tools. It's weird.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what I'm guessing from the way that the goat was treating you was he wanted steak for dinner.
He probably did.
He probably
a good smoking a steak.
Yo, yes. Because think about this. All right, if he's already smoking, he probably seen fires. He probably seen your dad throw a cigarette and it be fire, or he knows about fire somehow. So once he realized that there was a heat lamp, he probably snuck his ass in there, kicked over the lamp, started the fire, and was coming at you because you were trying to save the cow. He was trying to get his dinner.
It's either that or he knocked it over because he needed a light and he knew somebody with cigarettes would come, and he was just trying to get the cigarettes out of my pocket.
Yo!
So he was like, I got the light, man, give me the stove. And he was angry because he didn't have one for a while, so he's having withdrawals. So I could have been it too.
Yo! I agree completely. Yo, I'm mad that the dude... Yo, oh my gosh, I'm mad that the goat was a cig addict.
The goat was addicted.
That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to tell you, give me a Lucy. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, that goat needs to call 1-800 New York Quits.
I can just see a picture of a goat with a cigarette in his mouth like Leonard Washington from the Chappelle Show. Basically touching... half touching his lip and everything just dangling.
I need to see if we ever took a picture of it. I got a picture of me riding on the goat within those 2 days, though. I have that on Facebook.
Oh, man. Oh, yes. Oh, man. So we're going to go through the checklist. There was an actual fire. It needed to be put out. You attempted to put out an actual fire. Somebody put out the fire. You weren't burned by it, but you were a victim because the house burnt down.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the cows were the victim.
Yeah, you were kind of a victim too because the goat tore your ass up.
And the turkey.
That's just like if somebody's fighting you and then somebody else jump in and get a couple hits. It's like yeah, but not really. The goat is the main problem.
It's like getting jumped in by the Latin Kings. All of a sudden, a blood member comes in, just gives you one good shot. Where the fuck did you come from?
You're like, yo, I just saw what was going on. They cool with it. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to get my 2 cents in.
So everything checks out, and I knew you were gonna come through with this. So
No problem.
So thank you again for coming on here, P-Wad. If you want, you can tell people where to find you.
Oh yeah. When is this coming out? Thursday?
Yeah.
All right. You can find me on Facebook at Patrick Wadley, and if you're not doing anything on Saturday night, I'm actually having my birthday show in Bayonne at the Giorgio's at 990 Broadway at 10 o'clock. It's supposed to be a huge show. It's going to be a big party. Everyone's just going to get shit-faced drunk the entire time. It's going to be great.
There we go. There we go. And what's the admission?
Free. It's free to get in.
So you have no excuse, people. If you have nothing to do on a Saturday, you're going to go out, listen to some free comedy, and get drunk, and hear the GOAT story maybe live. He probably got another GOAT story. So people, make sure you go out.
I do got more GOAT stories, oddly enough.
Look at that. So make sure you go out and you support P-Wad, a.k.a. Patrick Wiley, people, okay? Again, my name is AJ Dunk. You can find me at ajdunk.com. From there, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The name is AJ Dunk on all social media. If not, it's AJ Dunk all caps. The only one that's not on there is Snapchat. Again, the name on there is Wet Laugh. You can add me. It's whatever. Thank you again to our special guest for fulfilling the checklist. My name is AJ Dunk, all caps. Don't forget, laughter's always in style, and let them know, man.